EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back 25! Too low,
Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Squeeze, double.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Trubisky taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wes Horton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's complete to Meredith. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Ready. 22.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan will throw again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Team 6. Get out!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
59, ready.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a first down.
Ready, we're ready. Back 25.
I don't even know why his team showed up. Hey, what's it?
Hey, take 10.
54.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Love busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan, that's complete to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Vecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
180. 45. Alert, 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 alert.
I'm going to run you over.
Good, good, good.
Trubisky will throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Double dog. That's the way. Check it.
On third down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Ryan gets it to Meredith, complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Ryan now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
25.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Ryan to throw. Complete to Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, exit.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
Mike, 5-4. Let's go one more.
To throw again on second down. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
21. Check, Mike, 54.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Now Trubisky on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? I'm going to go in there and take contact. Let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. Third down here. From the gun, Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is taken at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Push him back. Push him back.
5.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, ball. Hey.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Scarlett on the carry, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's third down now.
Back at the 40-yard line.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Onto the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for you.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
So don't say nothing.
Lock in, lock in.
Mike, check.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Let's go.
Now Trubisky. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan completes this one to Meredith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're on 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. We got tight left, tight left.
We got 4. We got 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third down.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big.
Cars foreign seats with the foreign leather, foreign number.